that is knowledge of choice of the remedy. This is the most integral part of prescription, that is to choose a proper remedy. We have more than 3000 to 4000 medicines. Now how do we understand which medicine to be chosen for the patient? Now for having a proper choice of remedy, you should have some knowledge. That is, most important thing is knowledge of Metromedica. Only if you know the drugs in their whole, then only you will be able to use it in your practice. Now knowledge of Metromedica is very important. You can see that certain drugs, they belong to a particular group. They might be very similar in many ways, yet they might be different in many unique ways also. For example, let us take Calcarea group. The king, that is Calcarea carp. Of course, it has got many symptoms. I am just using a certain symptoms to make you understand it better. Now, Calcarea carp, of course, has got a, the patient gets a sensation as if damp stockings are worn. So, damp stockings. So, the feet are always chilly. So, the patient wants feet to be covered. Calcarea carp, of course, is a very glandular remedy. It is very important for all glandular affections and tumors also. Now, Calcarea carp, we have Calcarea floor. Now, Calcarea floor also has a certain qualities like that of the Calcarea group, that it is very important for glandular symptoms. Then how do we differentiate? Calcarea floor is known for its indurated glands, that is, which are hard. So the tumors or the ganglia or the glands on Calcarea floor will be indurated. Now we will see Calcarea calcinata. It's a very important drug in case of warts. Calcarea fos. Calcarea fos patient can't bear damp weather, and every time in that weather the patient falls sick. Now Calcarea silicata. Of course, it has got symptoms like those of Calcarea, but patient will bring on symptoms by overheating. So, though all of these belong to the Calcarea group, each drug has got its own unique features which makes it different from the other. So, we should have a proper knowledge of Metromedica in order to use the drug wisely and correctly in that particular patient. Now, you have the Metromedica knowledge, but do you think is that all you require? No, you are forgetting that when a patient comes to you, the patient might be putting forth a group of large number of symptoms. For you can tell 50 or 100 symptoms. But do all the 50 or 100 symptoms come into your totality of symptoms? No. So it is a differentiation which you have to make. So once the patient presents you with the symptoms, you naturally do analysis of the symptoms. That is, which symptom is what? Whether it's a general, it's a particular, it's a common symptom, or it's a accessory symptom. So you do the analysis of the symptoms. Then what do? You evaluate the symptoms. That is evaluation. Now this gives you a totality depending on which the drug is selected. So these three things help in the knowledge of choice of remedy. Now we will go to our fifth knowledge. Fifth knowledge is knowledge of preparation of the remedies. Now we study pharmacy in our first year. But of course, as the year passed by, we forget it in bits and pieces. We think, why do we really require to study pharmacy? We just have to know the medicines and then we can just prescribe it. No, it does not work like that. Now, little knowledge of pharmacy or knowledge of preparation of remedies helps you to understand which drugs are in which form and better used in which potency, or better the qualities of the drug are highlighted or comes out in which way. So, all the drugs are not prepared in the same way. For example, if you take inert substances, you cannot have a liquid dilution of it straight away. You have to triturate it and then it has to go through potentization. Then only you get all the potencies of it. So, inert substances has got its own preparation. And because of that, the inert substance, as such, the substance does not have any medicinal value. But when you do the trituration and potentization, the hidden medicinal qualities are brought out. So that helps you in understanding about the drug. Now, for example, if you take tinctures, mother tinctures, many people think that mother tinctures should not be used in homeopathy, and many think it has to be used. Believe me, mother tincture or potency, decimal, centesimal, LM, all the things are really required, but it depends on the type of the case. So, mother tinctures, if you see, do you think all the medicines are available in tincture form? No. Of course, plants and certain animals are available in tincture form. Of course, you can't have poisons, right? So, plants you can take, for example, pulsatilla. Animals you can take blatta. So, these are certain examples. Now, you have to understand that there was a physician, Wilhelm Schussler. He brought on the 12 tissue remedies in 1870. Now, these 12 tissue remedies are usually given in 6x form. Now, these medicines help in restoring any mineral deficiencies we have. These are important because you have to realize that now things have changed. Early, when our grandpas and grandmoms days, the food and everything was totally different. But now the food is adulterated. We use more of fast food and junk food. Our quality of good food has gone down. So naturally the quality of health also comes down. Now when the quality of food goes down, the most common symptoms or most common diseases which we come forth are with mineral deficiencies. Now these mineral deficiencies to correct, of course, we have the best 12 tissue remedies or Schussler's 12 tissue remedies. Now this is given in 6x form. If you don't understand that which medicine is prepared in which way, then how do you think you will be able to give it to the patient? Like that same way, we can think about in 1903, Edward Bach brought out his Bach flower remedies.